Hey guys, Cold Scope Optic 7 here, and I'm bringing you more zombies on town. And today, I was actually smart enough to start off at a relevant starting point instead of having to force you to sit here and watch me fast forward. But the point of this game, I honestly tried my hardest to get at least to level 30, and if you're watching this, I really would actually sometimes like a good zombie player to play with, but I'm not saying like the people that I've been playing zombies with are bad. It's just half the time, like, dumb stuff happens, so if you're, like, genuinely good at zombies, I would actually like to play with you, but let's just go ahead and jump in. Uh, I want to talk about what would really work solo-wise with zombies, and I'm not gonna say I'm, like, the best zombie player in the world, and I'm not gonna say I'm one of the best, but I will say I am a good zombie player, and, the only reason that I did not get to 30 this time, I made a very, very bad decision and cornered myself, which is the way most people died. And you have to really have cornered yourself bad to die when you have Juggernog. That's when you really know you fucked up, if you die with Juggernog and Pack-a-Punch weapons. But just go ahead and jump in. The first thing you want to do, and I'm not going to beat around the bush here, I will say this. I spam the box. I'm like one of the worst. I will say that I'm about the worst player in the world about spamming the box. If you're gonna be like me and use the box, I'll give you a tip for it. You're gonna want to do it very early on, because if you end up short of money on rounds where you need pack-a-punch weapons, you're not gonna last too long. So be like me. If you're gonna be like me, gather your points up as much as possible, and that's why I prefer to play solo. But if you're a good zombie player, send me a message. We can play. If you're playing solo and you spam the box, get your weapon early. If you're gonna just keep hitting it until you get something good, if you're like me, you probably won't get it on the first try. The first good weapon I got, which I kept until I died, I got the first when I hit the box the first time. I got I believe, EMP grenades. I got EMP grenades again after that. Wait, I'm sorry. The first thing I got was an RPG. Then I got the EMP grenades twice. Then I got the Galil, which I then kept until I built up enough points again to get the hammer. And after I got the hammer, I just kept the Galil and the hammer and Pack-a-Punch both of them. I ended up Pack-a-Punching the hammer twice. But after this, I want to talk about if you're gonna have enough money after you build after you get something that you like to the next thing you're gonna want to do, you're probably gonna want to get the Galvaknuckles, because the Galvaknuckles will help you out a lot. And you don't want to really get the Galvaknuckles too later on. You're going to want to have them close on hand. Get it on hand because you wear them on your hands. I'm sorry about that bad pun, but you're going to want to have the Galvaknuckles early on, because there's not really going to be too much of a point in having them after some rounds, because they cease to be one-hit kill weapons after a while. It's going to be a pretty good... You're going to have a pretty good ride with the Galvaknuckles before they stop being a one-hit kill weapon, but aside from that, after you get the Galvaknuckles, you're gonna build up money again fairly quickly, and if you have the Galvaknuckles early on, this is another reason you want to get them early on. You can save your bullets with a gun that you really like, but yeah, that's the reason why. You can build up money while saving your bullets if you just kind of space yourself out with the zombies and the Galvaknuckles and just kind of pick them off like that. Plus, early on, the zombies are moving too fast, so that's another reason. So all in all, it's just really good to have the Galvaknuckles early. So I'd work towards that. You could actually get the Galvaknuckles before you get a weapon that you like. I personally don't like doing that, but it's something you could do, I guess. Okay, afterwards, I want to talk about what you should do with the weapons that you got. If it's still pretty early on, like I guess if it's at least before round 12, you don't necessarily need to Pack-a-Punch unless you're like really bad, because with like this is why I like the Galil and Hammer so much. They're like headshot geniuses. I don't know how else to phrase it, but you're gonna want to go for headshots, but you're gonna want to get double tap actually. Like I would do that before I Pack-a-Punch, but I didn't actually do it in this video because I completely forgot. But yeah, if it's still pretty low in the game, low rounds, I would definitely get double tap on a gun before I pack-a-punch it. If you can double tap it and then pack-a-punch it, that's even better. But I did not. It really didn't even cross my mind in this video. But yeah, I would probably do that. And then by probably I mean I'd definitely do that if I had the choice. But the next perk you probably want to get, you're gonna want to save up enough again, and you probably already have enough. You're gonna want to open the door. And you're gonna want to get Juggernog, because at this point things could start to get a little bit out of hand if you let it slip too much. But the next perk kind of makes sense. After, like, you're gonna get used to getting hit around a little bit, but the thing that'll get annoying after a while, you're gonna get kind of annoyed at how fast the zombies are moving compared to how slow you're moving. So you could, there's a X and Y thing with this. You could, and it's really like X and Y, both the variables are kind of equal. But, you know, you could either get the Speed Cola, which is what I did before I got the stamina up. But, again, for those of you that don't really know what this is, Speed Cola, it makes you reload faster, which is just helpful. And stamina up just makes you move faster. I'm pretty sure it makes you change weapons faster and all that, but yeah. And that, again, is a very nice thing to have. But if I just don't think, I don't really think that there's a perk that would not be useful, honestly. And you really don't need double tap. It just makes it easier if you don't have enough money to pack-a-punch. You could just go ahead and do that. But in that same sense, you could just pack-a-punch. You could just hold out for a little bit longer and pack-a-punch instead of getting double tap. But you could always do that. I'm not saying there's anything wrong with that, but, you know, just theoretically speaking, it would probably go better for you, and you'd probably end up with more money in the long run, and a higher score in the long run, I guess, if you double tap before you pack-a-punch. That said, I guess that's covering all the perks. After which, I'll talk about pack-a-punching. Pack-a-punching is something you don't necessarily need to do until, like, a later on round. And I did it fairly early just because I don't like to be patient. I really don't. And that gets me killed half the time. But if you're going to pack-a-punch something twice, I would, if you don't have enough, again, I'd probably, here's what you want to do. The strongest weapon you have, you want to pack-a-punch that one the least. Because it would just be a waste of money otherwise. Like, the Galil, I don't think you can pack-a-punch it twice, because I tried, and I don't think it worked. If you can pack-a-punch it twice, I guess my game just glitched, but, you can pack-a-punch the, hammer twice. And, honestly, I don't like aiming with the Galil when it's pack-a-punched. I like the iron sights on it better. I don't know why, it's just me, but, yeah, and that pretty much covers almost everything I wanted to talk about. So you're going to want to pack-a-punch your weakest gun the most, unless it's one of those funny situations where your strongest gun is the one that's pack-a-punched the most. Which isn't always the case, because the you can only pack-a-punch the ray gun, which many consider to be the strongest gun pack-a-punch, which I really consider to be the hammer. But I guess you could equally say that it would be the, whatchamacallit, the ray gun. I personally think that the hammer is exponentially better, but, you know, you don't really have to agree with me on that. And that's pretty much it. If I had to say one more thing, I would probably say, oh, that's what I wanted to say. I'm gonna have to end this video pretty soon, because my battery's dying, and I don't really feel like getting my charger, but, I left out a little fact about the Olympia in the last video, well, in a few videos ago, and the thing about the Olympia, I found this out, I don't know if it's just in my games, or if it's in everybody's game, but, the thing with the Olympia, if you can, oh, and by the way, if I cut the video off early, that's not the round I ended on. I ended on round 16, which was not even close to a personal best of mine. The best I ever got to was 24, like I said. But the thing with the Olympia, and I'll say this one more thing before I cut the video. The Olympia, if you only reload one shell before it, I forgot if you can do it when it's pack-a-punch. When it's unpack-a-punch, which is kind of abysmal to this video, but if you only load one shell and then reload cancel, it'll say you have two shells. I just thought that was kind of interesting to say. I don't know if anybody else has seen that glitch or if it's just my game personally, but, and the there's some guns that I'm sure you've noticed you can't reload cancel. The RPG, you can't reload cancel with that. Sorry, my screen went dark. The RPG, you can't reload cancel with that. At least the DSR-50, I don't know about the Barrett, you can't cancel with that. Almost every gun you can reload cancel with. You can't reload cancel with the ray gun. I'm starting to think it's strong guns that you can't reload cancel with. So that could kill you if you're not careful, if you leave too little, I'm sorry, space between you and the zombies. Not calculating your reload times and reload cancels well enough can get you killed, and that is actually all I wanted to say. And I guess if my battery doesn't die, I'll show how I died. But we are actually pretty far from it, I think. We're not that far. I think we could maybe make it. Oh, I said this in the last video. They really need to make a faster reload time. I know know everybody wants to see the Pack-a-Punch timer being used, but you know, I mean, like, I don't even know how my battery died so fast, and yeah, I don't know. Only got 10% left. iPhones have like a remarkably short battery time. 15. We're closing in on it. We're closing in on it. Come on, baby. Hold up. Hold up. Hold up, baby. Hold on for Poppy. Hold on for Daddy. Hold on for Daddy. It was either 16 or 15. Hold on for Daddy. Come on. Yep, and let me just check really fast. Yep, we're almost there. You almost get to see me get on. But yeah, like I said, I would not have died. It's just, you know, any zombie player will tell you they do dumb stuff that results in them ruining a good thing every once in a while. I promise if you play with me, I won't do it that often, and I'm not one of those players that'll just let you die. I'll do my best in any situation to save you, as long as it won't jeopardize our game as a team, because I do like to think of the people that I play with as teammates, and I will watch your back, as long as you try at least to watch mine. But let's go, let's go. I hope my battery, I really hope it doesn't die. I worked hard on this commentary, which I guess I'll say this. I think, really, like, with the low quality videos, I really just hope you enjoy my comments, because I do think my comments, personally, without boasting, I do think I comment very interestingly. And I got a nuke. I was trying to get that nuke so bad, and I just kept running in the wrong direction. I just wanted the nuke so badly. If I could have just got to the nuke, I could have saved myself, but yep, that's the end of the video, and I'm sorry I didn't get too far. I will try in the near future to get to 30 by myself. Again, if you want to play, it's ColdScope Optic 7, capital C, capital S, no spaces, because I don't think you can or not. I don't really remember, but yeah, I'll see ya. And if I had to leave one piece of advice, if it's at the expense of your life, do not get the nuke. And see ya.